thank you for the opportunity to be here. Now, as you know, I am going to be talking about diversity, inclusion, unconscious bias, all the stuff that, let's be real, people don't want to hear about, they don't want to talk about, but we are going to do it, and we're going to have a good time doing it. So I'm going to tell you a quick story that is going to lay the foundation for the time that we are going to spend together. There was an old woman who was getting married for the 4th time. Now, for whatever reason, the local news station thought this was news, so they sent a reporter to her home to speak with her. The reporter gets there and says, "Tell me a little bit about your past husbands." She says, "Well, in my 20s, I married a banker. In my 40s, I married a circus ringmaster. In my 60s, I married a pastor, and now, in my 80s, I'm about to marry a funeral director." The reporter says, "Wow, why so many husbands with such diverse backgrounds?" She thought about it for a second and said, "Well, I married 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go." Now listen, the foundation is not corny jokes, but I'm glad you like them as much as I do. The foundation is that this is not going to suck, okay? It's not gonna suck, I promise you. So you can unfold your arms, you can smile, we are about to have a great time. And let me just further allay all worries and fears. I am not going to bore you with complex methodology, terminology, academia, totally not my style. I am not here to blame you, guilt you, or judge you. I believe there's a higher power in charge of that. That is not me. I am not here to tell you how to think, how to act, how to feel. Listen, I'm not even gonna try to change your mind. I could die before some of you change your mind. All I want to do is provide you with a few different perspectives, and you get to form your own views. That's it. That's it. Fair enough? All right. Now, I am going to ask a few things of you. First and foremost, I am going to ask you to be open. A closed mind is the antithesis to embracing diversity, inclusion, or really anything in life. So I'm going to ask you to be open. Next, I'm going to ask you to be honest. Not with me, not with your colleagues, but with yourself. You're going to hear some things that may challenge you a little bit. And honestly, if you're not challenged a little bit, not a little bit uncomfortable, I'm not doing my job. So I want you to be honest with the thoughts that you have, the feelings that you have. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to ask you to be engaged. Frankly, because this is a topic that we have been disengaged in for far too long. So I'm going to ask you to be engaged, but I'm going to help you do that by asking you to go to menti.com. Now, I know you got your cell phones out anyway, so we're just going to use them. You can do the QR code there, or you can enter the code 3524-1059. Go to menti.com, 3524-1059. If you've never used Menti before, it's an audience engagement tool. It will help you be open. It will help you be honest, because you're going to give me answers to questions that I ask, and they will be completely anonymous. This is going to help us really dive a little deeper into some of the feelings and thoughts that we have around this topic. So once you hit that heart, okay, I see you hitting the heart, we'll be ready to go. Now, I have gotten all of the housekeeping out of the way. Are y'all ready to do this? If you're ready, say hooty hoo! All right, let's do this. Now, you heard my bio. I have been blessed to accomplish a lot of great things in my life, but that tells you nothing about who I am as a person. So please allow me to truly introduce myself. See, I'm a small town, divorced ex-preacher's wife who comes from this loving but largely religious family. Now, some describe me as this competitive, relentless ex-Division I basketball player, but my friends, as an extremely loyal but conditional extrovert. I also happen to be a bisexual black woman, a serial entrepreneur, and a Catholic middle school basketball coach who runs a diversity consulting and communications firm in one of the reddest states in the nation. I am diversity personified. But so are all of you. All of us are diverse in some way, right? None of us can escape that. Even though, well, I say none of us can escape that. Some of us escape that. And we do it because we know that we're going to be treated differently simply because of our diversity. So that is your first question. What is your diversity? What is your diversity? So you can see visible diversity, but there's a lot of non-visible diversity out there that we cannot see. And this question is important because as I get into this and you realize some of your biases that you have, it may be against some of the very people sitting in this room, but the good thing about that is that as we get to know each other better, we can begin to break down these biases. So I'm a single parent, black, female, gay, fat, mother, anxious, heterosexual, somebody says weight, a daughter, a dad, I'm young, a gay parent, anxious, no kids. That's me too, I'm the world's best auntie, right? A leader, a minority, married, straight, old, right? There is so much diversity as you continue to see this populate. I always think this is so cool. But here's the thing. A lot of people don't see diversity as that cool. How do I know that? Because almost every single day, especially because I'm in this industry and have been in this industry for 25 years, I see all of the things that happen to people simply because of their diversity. We have black and brown people consistently killed at the hands of those that are supposed to protect. Asian American hate crime is at an all-time high. Trans people are being killed every day, especially black trans women, being killed 3 to 4 times more than anyone else on a daily basis. So diversity is not that cool to some people. They find it extremely challenging. But I hope that we can get away from that one day because, let's be real, diversity just is. It is our race, our ethnicity, our age, our sexual orientation, our political affiliation, our socioeconomic status. But it's also our food preferences, our clothing choices, how we rock our hairstyle. It is who we are, point blank, period. And no one can take that from us. It is the thing that we see in people that is a light. You know, you interview, those of you who interview people and hire people, you meet them and you say, this person is going to be amazing on the team. You run back, tell the team, I found the perfect person. But what happens after that person has been there a few months? That light begins to dim a little bit for you. Because as they authentically show up as who they are, we automatically assess that they don't fit into our company culture. See, we have to stop looking for cultural fits and look for cultural additions. There's a difference. People don't fit in that great everywhere. But if you look at it from a positive perspective of a cultural addition, it will enrich everything that you do.